Hello, my name is Matt, and I'm a developer at Atomic Moguls. Specifically, I developed the back-end simulation structure of franchise football. My modeling knowledge was gained through studying for my master's in economics, and I have a lot of football knowledge through being around football my whole life. I played in a Big Ten college program, and I just have various friends throughout the NFL, coaches and players. But right now, I'm basically just a fan, just like all of you guys, and I was really excited with the opportunity to bring this rich managerial experience to life. So I decided to start this vlog to just become part of the community, interact with you guys, answer any questions, because this simulation is just, a little more complex than what you may have seen out there. It's a really rich experience, so just on here to answer any questions. I'm not a professional PR guy or anything, so I will stumble upon my words, and but hopefully it's an enriching experience for all of you. Yeah, so let's just get into it. What is franchise football? It basically starts you off as an owner/manager of a professional football franchise. You start at a very basic semi-pro level. You can maybe think of this as a real-world example of the Wranglers from Allen, Texas. This was the team that Terrell Owens was a part owner/player of, and so you, as a manager, manage this franchise from this basic level, and you win leagues, and as you win leagues, you progress to better leagues, gain access to better players, better rewards, better plays, and you just try to increase the notoriety of your franchise. So, basic part of increasing your notoriety is to make a name for yourself. So the first thing you're going to do in the game is make your franchise name. I usually go with Magicals because I'm Matt from Atomic Moguls. I know I'm insanely creative. The favorite pro team is just kind of a fun way for us to kind of steer players potentially to your way. It's only a slight increase, but you will increase the probability of gaining players from your favorite team. The first thing we prompt you to do is take part in a draft. We give you these every day, and it's a way of helping you progress through the game by acquiring players or bonuses and things. And it's very much like in the real world, having a draft every year before you start your league. I would recommend you reading these flavor texts on various windows as you go through and see them for the first time. They're very informative, and they'll really help you throughout the game. So this is the draft window, and the top left it shows you your pick. On the first pick, your first draft, you'll get first pick, and in the top right, you'll have your team. Your team, to start off, is ranked 9 through 12. The players are. So this is the offense. If you click on this button right here, it'll take you over to your defense, which again are ranked, between 9 and 12. And if you just look down, your player pool that you have to draft from is, a good deal better than your team. Now, when you're selecting your first player, you don't necessarily just want to take the highest ranked player. You kind of want to think about which positions you want. Now, at the beginning of the game, you're just using basic plays, basic runs, basic passes, and basic defense. So you can just kind of think intuitively which players would help the most in just kind of a basic play setting. On offense, quarterback or running back, and then on defense, a linebacker is a pretty good bet. Now, this won't hold true at all as you get through the game. You can find plays that are specific to certain positions, but at the beginning, a running back, quarterback, or linebacker is a safe bet. So I see Wilson here, and I just go ahead and draft him. I think because he has similar stats as Alonzo Highsmith, I'm going to drop him, but I do notice that he's the fullback and not the running back, so I'm going to want to change this before I get into my league. So here's the league flavor text. Again, you should read these to enhance your knowledge of the game. But before I want to play any of the games in this league window, I want to make sure that the player I just drafted is in my roster. So up here is your navigation tab. In play, you can choose to play in a league. If I click league, I would just go back to this window. And then you also have daily games, rivalries versus your friends that play the game, and then pro teams, which I'll get into probably later vlogs. Draft is a way of acquiring players. We just took part in a draft. And, there's also free agency and legend players. This team window helps you move around your current roster. So I just drafted a running back, so he's obviously on my offense. I'll go through there. The store window helps you get bonuses, and it's really important as you go on the game to improve your slots and just kind of help your team with training and stuff. It also, you can purchase in-game bonuses through the store that will help you progress through the game. Now you can see I just drafted David Wilson here. But he's in my fullback position. At the beginning of the game, again, you're using base plays. So in a basic play, usually the halfback is the featured back and not the fullback. So I want to change his position. You do that simply by clicking on this button right there and then switching it out with your halfback. So now David Wilson is my halfback and JJ Arrington is my fullback. Just to expand on this a little bit, base plays are basically a mixture of plays. So not every single one of them is going to use fullback, your wide receiver 3, or your tight end 2. So those at the beginning of the game, they are slightly less valued. And similarly on the defense, it's kind of a mixture of 3-4, nickel, and 4-3. So your defensive tackle, inside linebacker 2, and quarterback 3 aren't used quite as much as the other players. But every player will play some. So this is just a note for when you're picking players and assigning them roles. Again, now I want to go back to my league, to play my league. I could either go up to this navigation bar up here, which is where you can navigate to games simply, or I could click on the play league, and then I'll just play through a simple game. I'm actually going to end my vlog here in the interest of brevity. I just want to touch on one thing before I go. This navigation bar up here, the help gives a lot of really good information about the game. So if you're interested in learning more, you can go there. And you can also go to the forums and post your feedback about the games, things you liked, things you want us to add. And you can also find the sticky post to this vlog, or you could subscribe to this vlog on YouTube. And you can leave a comment below if you have any ideas for future vlogs. Immediately I'm going to do the simulation itself, just describe that a little bit, and then the stats on your players and your plays, and then just go over the plays in general. And then just from there, it's all about you guys just figuring out what you guys want to hear. So I just want to thank you for taking the time out of your day to listen to this vlog.